Good morning, dear students. Welcome back all of you to the physics online class, Royal Palace PU College, Jamkhandi. In the previous video, we studied about the magnetic, that is earth magnetic elements. In that, the three earth magnetic elements are there. The first one, what I told is the magnetic declination. What is that? Magnetic declination. Then about the magnetic declination and its introduction, how it is measured, what is its value in the India, and all the points we discussed in the previous session. Then today I am going to explain you about the magnetic dip, or its another name is magnetic inclination. Dear students, on this topic one question definitely come for you in the annual examination. What is that question? Define magnetic dip, or it may be asked what is the angle of inclination, or what is the magnetic inclination. Like this, 1 mark may come from this topic, right? Then let us talk what is the magnetic inclination. Before going to study about this, I want to show you that with a diagram. Yesterday also I drawn a diagram which was showing the magnetic meridian and the geographic meridian. Assume it is a magnetic meridian, and here also one meridian is there. This is the yes, this is a structure. Like if you take one notebook and make two parts like this, if you separate that book, it looks like that only. One will be the magnetic meridian, another one will be a geometric meridian. Assume it is a geometric meridian and this will be magnetic meridian. The angle between the geometric and the magnetic meridian, we call it as a declination. Then here what happens actually, the magnetic, earth magnetic, that too total earth magnetic field does not be same, or it will not be acting straight on the surface of the earth. Then how it exists? Actually the earth total magnetic field that makes one declination here, that slope here. That is why the our total magnetic earth field can be resolved into the two component. One will be the horizontal component, another will be a vertical component. Let us take, this is the horizontal component, I call it as a BH. This is the horizontal component, and similarly this is the vertical component. And between the horizontal component and the total earth magnetic field, between these two you can see one angle here. Am I right? Then this angle is nothing but the magnetic inclination or the dip. What is the magnetic dip or the inclination? The angle made by the total magnetic field of the earth, total magnetic field of the earth with the horizontal component of earth's magnetic field, with the horizontal component of earth's magnetic field is called the magnetic inclination or the dip. Am I clear, dear students? Yes, this is an important question, right? Then, or you can also define, you can also give the another definition for this. What is that means? The magnetic inclination or the dip is the angle made by the magnetic north pole, the magnetic north pole when suspended freely dips down with the horizontal component of the earth magnetic field. I hope you understood. What is the magnetic dip? This is angle made by the north pole of the freely suspended magnet dips down with the horizontal component of the earth magnetic field that we call as the dip. Then next question comes, whether the dip is also same everywhere on the earth? No, the dip angle also varies from the equator region to the pole region. Then how it changes? Where the maximum dip and where the minimum dip exist. Assume it is the earth surface. This is the earth or the surface of earth, and here you can take these two are the pole regions and this is the equator region. This is the equator of the earth and this is the pole of the earth. Then what is the value of dip? And remember, in the diagram I am representing the dip value or the dip as a angle theta. Then what is the value of the dip at the equator? Remember, the dip value, that is 0 at the equator of the earth's surface, and it is maximum, that is 90 degree at the pole region. This is also one of the important question in your competitive as well as the theory. There may be a question that what is the angle value of the dip at the equatorial or equatorial line of the earth? What is its value? Theta is equal to 0. Then what is the maximum value of the dip at the pole region? Then question, that answer is theta is equal to 90 degree. Then if the question comes, what happens to the dip angle when the magnet moves from equator to the pole region? What happens there? There the dip value goes on increasing, because assume here is the magnet, when it is moving slowly from equator to the pole region, definitely the theta value increasing, that is nothing but the dip value is maximum at the pole and minimum at the equator. Am I clear, dear students? Yes. Then moving to the next, the another related point, that is isoclinical lines. Isoclinical lines. What are isoclinical lines? The same thing also you studied in a declination also, but there they are called isogonic and agonic, but here isoclinical. Again the line or the word iso says it is the same. Clinical means dip angle. Then what does it mean? The line drawn on the surface of the earth map, the lines drawn on the surface of the earth map, they are joining the places of same dip angle. They are joining the places of same dip value or dip angle. Such a lines are called isoclinical lines. Very simple. Assume it is the earth, here is a one place, here is a one place, like this many places are there. You are drawing a line where the dip angle everywhere on the places you are finding same value. Dip is at one point, it is 32 degree, means everywhere on that place you are getting 32 degree only. Then obviously such a lines are called as isoclinical lines. Am I clear? Yes. Then moving to another line, that is a clinical line. A clinic, or you can use a clinic line, isoclinic lines. Okay, what is a clinic? The lines drawn on the earth map, the lines drawn on the earth map where the places joining 0 dip. What is the dip value here? The dip value is 0. The lines joining which possess the 0 dip value on the earth map, they are called as the clinic line. And here what will be the dip value? That will be same only. Okay? So I think it is clear for you. Then how usually we can find the dip value? To measure the dip at a given place of the earth, we are using an instrument called dip circle. What is the instrument used to find the dip at a point? Yes, dip value can be measured with an instrument measured with an instrument called that is a dip circle. At a given point, what is the value of the dip at a given place of the earth? What is the value of the dip or the inclination can be obtained with the help of the dip circle. Okay, then where the dip is maximum? Dip is maximum. It is maximum at pole, and that is, what is that value? That is 90 degree, and dip is minimum. It is minimum at equator, which is the angle of 0 degree. This is what about the dip or the magnetic inclination. Yes, let us move to the last element of the earth magnetic field, that is the horizontal component. Horizontal component of the earth magnetic field. It is denoted as a BH. It is denoted as a BH. With the help of this diagram only, you can see here the BH. What is the BH or the horizontal component? It is the component of the total earth magnetic field. It is a component of the total earth magnetic field with respect to horizontal surface of earth. With respect to the horizontal or along the horizontal line of the earth. Here horizontal line is there, yes, and this horizontal line of the earth is nothing but the component of the total earth magnetic field only, so that we call as the horizontal component of the earth magnetic field. Am I clear? Yes. Then if I take here, it is a theta, here is the BH and here is the BV. How I can write the value of BH and BV here? BH can be given as BV into, that is BE into, BH is the horizontal, that is cos theta. Then BV, the vertical component of the total magnetic field of the earth, can be given BV as a BE sin theta. Then if you square them and add them, you get that BH square plus BV square is equal to BE square will be common both the side, then under the bracket you get cos square theta plus sin square theta. And this you know that the value of sin square plus cos square is equal to 1 only. Then by using this, BE square is equal to BH square plus BV square. Then this is nothing but BE is equal to root of BH square plus BV square. Root of BH square plus BV square. Okay. Then what it indicates? The total earth magnetic field BE can be obtained with the help of the formula, that is root of the square of the horizontal component plus the square of the vertical component of that magnetic field. Am I clear, dear students? Yes, and this is what about the earth magnetism and the magnetic field. And here also you get isodynamic lines. What are the isodynamic lines? The line joining or the line drawn on the earth map joining the places of equal or same horizontal component. So on the earth map, again same only like a dip and the declination. There are some places which are possessing the same value of the horizontal component. Such a lines are called as the isodynamic lines. Am I clear, dear students? So today and the yesterday what videos I made, this basically this completely so very important for the point of the examination. Okay, so I hope today you understood and we completed all the three concepts, that three factors of the magnetism of the earth. Okay, thank you.